Good afternoon, YouTube. What a lovely day. It's end of June, warmest day of the year here in southern England. It got up to 45 degrees yesterday in France. Not quite that warm in the UK. And they were forecasting it was going to get up to about 33 degrees centigrade in London today, which is pretty warm. I suppose that'll be the new normal going forward. Anyway, I'm down in Ventnor. This is Ventnor Haven Fishery. It's lovely and cool here because of the sea breeze, which has kind of eased off a bit now. It's the afternoon. Lots and lots of boats looking southeast, so out in the English Channel. Just pan round. Very small harbour with fishing boats. Lots of boats offshore. Kind of looking west now, coming round. Ventnor, the Undercliff, Ventnor Bay. So pan round again. There's Ventnor up there, the town, the cascade. And just that blue building there is the cafe I normally work in every morning. Normally get down there about 8:30 in the morning, having slept in the van up on the downs, and work until kind of about midday-ish. So I'm currently living off savings, but I'm writing books. So I sit in the cafe in the morning, typing into my computer, and I'll self-publish those books soon. I've an awful lot of book ideas, all kind of non-fiction, kind of natural history type, popular science type themes, and hopefully, eventually, that will yield a bit of kind of passive income once they're self-published and selling online and print on demand as e-books. But at the moment I'm living off savings, so I have a couple of £1,000, which is about $3,000 in the bank, which I'm gradually depleting. So I do need to earn some money soon, either from those books or getting a part-time job. Don't mind getting a part-time job, I've got a huge amount of time on my hands. So yeah, to write the books I often sit in the cafe, but I also use the kind of transcription that's built into my iPad mini. It's very good. You just basically switch on the voice recognition software that comes free with the computer and talk into your computer, and it transcribes what you're saying into a Word document or into Scrivener, which is a specialised book writing piece of software which I highly recommend, rather than using Microsoft Word. But anyway, I can walk around, as long as it's not too breezy, I can walk around places like this just talking to my computer and it transcribes what I'm saying. So that's a much quicker way of writing a book than physically typing, because basically you think of what you want to say and you just say it into the computer rather than thinking of what you're saying and then having to type it with your fingers into the computer. So you know, I can get up to about 5,000 words an hour down on paper when I'm talking to the computer. Probably 2,000 words an hour if I'm physically typing. And obviously talking avoids repetitive strain injury, but it's very tiring. So actually talking when you're writing a book is a lot more tiring than sitting down and typing with your hands or your fingers. So I quite often will just kind of type or talk for say 10 minutes, then have a 10-minute break and a drink, then talk for another 10 minutes and another break, and that's how I kind of break up the time. And I'll usually do a couple of hours a day, which is sufficient to get a manuscript of about 60,000 words down in kind of 6 weeks to 2 months. And 60,000 words is, you know, 150, 200 pages book, so not bad at all. Haven't finished any of these books yet, I'm still in the process of typing them up, but great thing about living in a van, it's kind of a really good way of making some sort of an income. I don't need to make much of an income because my costs are so low living in a van. Yeah, that's how I think the future will pan out, sort of making money from book sales and probably a bit of part-time work as a jackdaw. Yeah, this is a very beautiful town to be having such a kind of a lovely lifestyle in. Strongly recommend coming to the Isle of Wight. First time I've actually said where Ventnor is. It's on the Isle of Wight, for those who don't know. Hence my YouTube channel name, which is Vectis Van Dweller, Vectis being the Roman name for the Isle of Wight, among other things. So let's just walk along the coast. I'll stop chatting so you can take in the view. There's Ventnor Haven Fishery. The local fishermen catch fish and kind of crabs just offshore here, off of Ventnor, and process them and sell them in this little building that's built out into Ventnor Haven. That's a cafe I sit in and work in. Look at all those boats. It's perfect weather really. The breeze is just kind of taking the boat slowly around the coastline. They're all heading east from Cowes, through Southampton Water, well not through Southampton Water, through the Solent, and then just around the island. So they're doing a kind of a trip around the island today, which is perfect weather for that. Cheetah Marine, which builds a lot of these catamarans in the harbour, which are really good fishing boats. So when they build catamarans like that for clients all around the world. See a lot of them in the UK with the Cheetah Marine logo on them. Yeah, just cross the road here, then I'll go up the steps. Huge numbers of butterflies this year. Hasn't been particularly hot until now. It's been quite dry again. And butterfly numbers have been pretty impressive, to be honest. Don't know if that's generally the case, but certainly the more common species have done really well. That's my impression. We go slowly up here, we might see one of our specialities in Ventnor. I'll point it out if I see one. There's a wooden bench just up here that this creature often sits on, sunning itself. So let's see if there's any on there. Bet there won't be, but let's have a look. Maybe too hot, to be honest. No. Yeah, there's one. Just we didn't see that. The wall lizards, what I'm trying to find, probably it's just too hot for them now. They love sunning themselves, but oh, there's a male, quite a small male, running along the stone. Lovely green. There he is. Very common in the Mediterranean, but introduced here in Ventnor. They love these rocky walls provide lots of crevices, and they just sit out on the little shelves in full sun. It's red valerian, which is very popular with things like hummingbird hawk moths, which will be out and about soon, no doubt. There's Ventnor Winter Gardens, slightly decrepit restaurant. So yeah, that's Ventnor. This is where I'm currently spending a lot of my time. Could be worse.